For this video, we will be working on challenge activity 3.3.1, which deals with conditional expressions. However, before we immediately jump to the code, let's revise the concepts a bit first. We know what conditions are, right? They are essentially features in our programming languages that allow our programs to take different routes or perform different computations depending on whether some condition evaluated to true or false. And the most basic structure that we use to express those conditions into our program is the if-else structure, or are the if-else statements. And you have three examples right in front of you. So first you have the if statement and then an expression right next to it. If this expression evaluates to true, there's a piece of code within the if block that is executed accordingly. Else, which basically means that the condition evaluated to false, then there's a piece of code within the else block that is executed accordingly. Now these if-else statements are so common that the language that we are working with currently, which is Java and many other languages, support shorthand notations in order to express conditions or in order to express if-else statements. And one of these shorthand notations is basically the conditional expression. So conditional expression, as I said, is essentially a short form or a concise form of the if-else statements. It has the following general form. You have a condition and then you have the ternary operator question mark, after which are the expressions. Now you can see that we have two expressions that are separated by a colon. One is the expression when true and the other is the expression when false. Only one of these expressions is executed depending on whether the condition evaluated to true or false. So if the condition evaluates to true, then expression when true is evaluated or computed or executed. If the condition came out to be false, then expression when false is computed accordingly. So you have two expressions, one of which is evaluated or computed depending on whether the condition came out to be true or false. Now intuitively you can basically make sense that this is essentially or exactly how if-else statement works. If condition is true, then execute expression or execute some piece of code, which is our expression when true or expression when false, right? So this is exactly how if-else statements work. On all conditional expressions have done is that they have introduced a concise form or a short form for us to work with. Now coming back to our activity which we need to work on. So in this activity, we are required to create a conditional expression that evaluates to string negative if the value in the variable userval is less than 0 and non-negative otherwise. So basically what we are required to do is we'll be able to understand the questions better if we now come to the workspace right here where we type our code. So the question is saying that we have this variable called userval which stores integer, and then we have this second variable called cont.str which basically stores strings, right? Essentially the program takes some input from the user and then assigns the value of that input into this variable called userval. What the program or what the questions requires us to do is write a conditional expression here that will determine whether the value stored in userval, in the variable userval, is less than 0. If it is, then it will assign the string negative to this variable cont.str. If it's not, which basically means that the value in userval is greater than 0, then the string non-negative must be assigned to cont.str. So if you remember the general structure of conditional expression, it goes something like this. You have a condition, then you have a ternary operator, and then you have two expressions. Now depending on the expression, depending upon whether this condition comes out to be true or false, one of these expressions will be executed. So if a condition came out to be true, the expression when true will be executed, and then if a condition came out to be false, then expression when false is going to be executed. So we wrote down the general structure of the conditional expressions, but now we need to be more specific in terms of what our questions requires us to do. So we have this variable userval, and hence our condition is that userval must be less than 0, right? So if this condition holds to be true, we are basically saying that the value stored in the variable userval is less than 0. If it is, which basically means that this condition of ours evaluated to be true, then expression when true will be executed, which means that the string negative will be assigned to the variable context_str. If the condition comes out to be false, then that means that the value stored in user_val is obviously greater than 0, and hence accordingly the string non-negative must be assigned to the variable context_str. Now if we run this program to check whether we wrote a conditional expression correctly or not, we will be able to verify this through the standard test cases that are there, and great, it seems that all of our test cases passed. So for instance, one of the sample inputs was -9, and -9 is less than 0, right? Since -9 is less than 0, then that means the condition here was evaluated to be true, which means that this expression will be executed, and that in turn means that the string negative is now being assigned to the variable context_str. Similarly, if we see here the third sample input, which is 44, then you will see that 44 is not less than 0, which means that this condition came out to be false, and hence this expression will be executed in turn, which in turn means that the string non-negative is going to be assigned to the variable context_str. I hope that makes sense. If you have any confusions, questions, you're more than welcome to reach out to us. Great, thank you.